Chapter 1, the Certified Operator Review Questions. Number 1. Blank is personal first-hand responsibility to conduct or actively oversee and direct procedures and practices necessary to ensure that the drinking water treatment plant or distribution system is operated in accordance with accepted practices and with KRS Chapters 223 and 224 and 401 KAR Chapters 8 and 11. The answer to number 1 is direct responsible charge. Number 2, a certified operator shall be blank, blank, and blank in applications, reports, statements, and testimony provided to the cabinet. The answers to number 2 are objective, truthful, and complete. Number 3, a certified operator shall ensure the blank of the samples that the operator blank, blank, or blank so that the result shall be a true representation of water quality. The answer to number 3 is integrity, collects, prepares, and analyzes. Number 4, while on duty, a certified operator shall carry blank, showing the operator's current certification status. The answer to number 4 is a cabinet-issued wallet card. Number 5, if information related to the operator's employment or mailing address changes from that provided in the application for certification, the certified operator shall provide written notification to the cabinet within blank. The answer to number 5 is 30 days. Number 6, blank years of collection system experience shall be considered equivalent to 1 year of treatment experience. This substitution shall not account for more than blank % of the experience required. The answers to number 6 are 4 and 50%. Number 7, 1 year of treatment experience shall be considered equivalent to blank year of collection system experience. The answer to number 7 is 1. Number 8, a certified operator shall be subject to blank if the cabinet, in consultation with the board, determines that the certified operator has not satisfactorily performed the operator's duties in accordance with 401 KAR 11020. The answer to number 8 is disciplinary action. Number 9, blank, 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 and blank are the 5 types of discipline that an operator can receive if the board decides that disciplinary action is necessary. The answers to number 9 are probation, suspension, revocation, civil and criminal penalties, or a combination of the 4. Chapter 2, Mapping Review Answers. Number 1, the entire blank should be mapped and all manholes and pipelines should be assigned identification numbers. Mapping should be done by blank and as blank data. The answers to number 1 are collection system, hard copy, and computer. Number 2, a new manhole has been installed 650 feet from an existing manhole. On a map, the scale is 1 inch equals 25 feet. What is the distance between the manholes on the map? The answer to number 2 would be 650 feet divided by 25 feet, which equals 26 inches. Chapter 3, Biology. Total solids includes both blank, the portion of total solids retained by a filter, and blank, the portion that passes through a filter. The answers to number 1 are total suspended solids and total dissolved solids. Number 2, the range of total suspended solids should be from blank. The answer to number 2 is 180 to 300 milligrams per liter. Number 3, high TSS can cause problems because the solids may blank. The answer to number 3 is clog or scour pipes and machinery. Number 4, blank is a chemical procedure for determining the amount of dissolved oxygen needed by aerobic biological organisms in a body of water to break down organic material present in a given water sample at certain temperature over a specific time period. The answer to number 4 is biological oxygen demand. Number 5, BOD has a range of blank. The answer to number 5 is 160 to 280 milligrams per liter. Number 6. 3 common types of bacteria are blank, blank, and blank. The answers to number 6 are aerobic, anaerobic, and facultative. Number 7. Blank blank are used to calculate hydraulic and organic loadings for domestic wastewater treatment. The answer to number 7 is population equivalents. Number 8. What are the population equivalents for the following? BOD5 has a population equivalent of 0.17 pounds per capita per day. TSS is 0.20 pounds per capita per day. Phosphorus is 0.0048 pounds per capita per day. And flow is 100 gallons per capita per day. Number 9. 100.5.1 is the nutrient base for blank, blank, blank. The answer to number 9 is carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus. Number 10. When anaerobic bacteria break down organic matter, blank can be produced. The answer to number 10 is hydrogen sulfide. Chapter 4, Types of Collection Systems reviews questions. Number 1. 3 main types of collection systems used in Kentucky are blank, blank, and blank. The answers to number 1 is gravity, pressure, and vacuum. Number 2. A blank is a hydraulic conveyance structures that carry wastewater to a treatment plant or other authorized point of discharge. The answer to number 2 is sewer. Number 3. Vertical pipes used for access to the sewer pipes for inspection and maintenance and as a means to vent sewer gases are called blank. The answer to number 3 is manhole. Number 4. What are the 5 types of sewers? The answer to number 4 is building sewers, lateral or branch sewers, main sewers, trunk sewers, and interceptor sewers. Number 5. During peak dry weather conditions, the sewer lines must attain a velocity greater than blank to ensure that the lines will be self-cleaning, that they will be flushed out once or twice a day by a higher velocity. The answer to number 5 is 2 feet per second. Number 6. Blank are devices that facilitate and control the flow of wastewater and allow access for maintenance activities. They include manholes, building connections, junction chambers or boxes, and terminal cleanouts. The answer to number 6 is appurtenances. Number 7. Typical manhole spacing ranges between blank depending on the size of the sewer and available sewer cleaning equipment. The answer to number 7 is 300 to 600 feet. Number 8. Blank are used to stop the accidental backflow or reverse flow of wastewater into buildings. They are used when the blank in the building's plumbing is above the rim elevation line of the manhole in the lateral or street main immediately upstream of the building sewer connection. The answers to number 8 are backflow preventers and lowest overflow point. Number 9. Blank are most cost-effective where housing density is low, where the terrain has undulations with relatively high relief, connect several residences to a cluster pump station can be less expensive than conventional gravity systems, and where the system outfall must be at the same or a higher elevation than most or all of the service area. The answer to number 9 is pressure sewer systems. Number 10. The parts of a typical pressure sewer system include blank, 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 and blank. The answers to number 10 are discharge line, boundary valve, pump control panel, pump unit, and building drain. Number 11. Manholes associated with conventional gravity sewers are a source of blank and blank. The answers to number 11 are inflow and infiltration. Number 12. Odor problems may develop in pressure sewer systems because of blank. The addition of strong oxidizing agents such as blank or blank may be necessary to control odor where venting is not the cause of the problem. The answers to number 12 are improper housing venting, chlorine, or hydrogen peroxide. Number 13. A vacuum sewer system consists of 3 major components. The answers to number 13 are valve pit, vacuum mains, and vacuum station. Number 14. And blank is a must in a vacuum sewer system. It ensures that an on-lot flooding or backup will be prevented through the continuing operation of the system in the event of a power outage. The answer to number 14 is emergency or standby generator. Number 15. What are the 3 major items for the designer to consider when laying out a vacuum system? The answers to number 15 are minimum distance between lifts, minimum slopes, slopes between lifts. Number 16. If it is assumed that the average velocity of the wastewater in a collection system is 2.66 feet per second, how many hours does it take the wastewater in hours to reach the treatment plant if the maximum distance from the treatment plant to the farthest lateral is 9 miles? The answer to number 16 is 4.96 hours. 4.96 hours. Number 17, what is the area of the top of a tank that is 70 feet long, 50 feet wide, and 30 feet deep? We would multiply the length times the width to find the answer. So 70 times 50 is 3,500 feet squared. Number 18, the flow entering the leg of a T is 44 gallons per minute. If the flow through one branch is 27 gallons per minute, what is the flow through the other branch? To find the answer to number 18, you would take 44 gallons per minute and you would subtract the flow of the one branch, 27 gallons per minute, to find what the flow through the other branch is. So 44 minus 27 would give you 17 gallons per minute. Number 19, what is the daily average flow for a lift station in MGD given the following data? April 12, 2011 at 8 a.m., it had 333,326,621 gallons. On April 19, 2011 at 8 o'clock a.m., it was 381,222,213 gallons. The answer to number 19 is 6,842,227 gallons. Number 20. The grade for a sewer pipe is 0.7% for a length of 9,600 feet and then changes to 0.25% for an additional 5,280 feet. How many feet lower would the downstream end of the pipe be than the up end stream? The answer to number 20 is 80.40 feet. Number 21. What is the height of wastewater in a manhole if there is 1,550 gallons in it? The manhole has a radius of 3.5 feet. The answer to number 21 is 5.39 feet. Number 22. What is the detention time in hours in an interceptor sewer half-mile long and 24 inches in diameter if the average flow is 0.14 mgd? The answer to number 22 is 10.6 hours. Number 23. A pipe from a subdivision is clogged. The main is 2,500 feet long and 18 inches in diameter. The pipe delivers an average flow of 1,050 feet cubic per minute. The collection crew is flushing the main to remove the clog. How long should they flush the line to achieve 4 pipe volumes? Well, the answer to number 23 is 16.82 minutes. Number 24. A 5 feet wide rectangular is flowing 60 inches deep with an average velocity of 2.8 feet per second. What is the approximate flow rate? The answer to number 24 is 70 cubic feet per second. Chapter 5. Pipes Review Questions. Number 1, blank is the inside top of a pipe and the blank is the lowest point of the inside of a pipe or manhole. The answers to number 1 are crown and invert. Number 2, 4 common pipe materials are blank, 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 and blank. The answers to number 2 are PVC, concrete, ductile iron, and vitrified clay. Number 3, blank pipe is good for use when lots of industrial or chemical flows will be present. The answer to number 3 is PVC or plastic. Number 4, blank pipe is heavy and corrosion resistant but is not H2S resistant. The answer to number 4 is concrete. Number 5, blank is the material upon which the pipe is laid and serves as its foundation. The answer to number 5 is bedding. Number 6, what background information used in determining what type of pipe best fits a particular situation? The answers to number 6 are maximum pressure conditions, soil chemistry, water table stability, installation, equipment required, chemical and physical properties of the wastewater, and etc. Number 7, blank pipe has short runs, is brittle, but good with chemical resistance. The answer to number 7 is vitrified clay. Number 8, larger pipe greater than blank should be supported in place so that they can be connected while supported. The answer to number 8 is 10 inches. Number 9, the pipe material must be compatible with blank and blank chemistry. The answers to number 9 are soil and groundwater. Number 10, the blank that will surround the pipes is a fundamental design aspect for the support characteristics, especially for flexible pipes. The answer to number 10 is mechanics of the soil. Number 11, how many cubic yards of asphalt paving material will be required to pave over a trench 2,600 feet long, 7.5 feet wide, using an 18-inch deep patch? The answer to number 11 is 1,083 cubic yards. Chapter 6, Pumps Review Questions. Number 1, popular types of pumps for wastewater applications are blank, 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 and blank. The answer to number 1 are centrifugal pumps, propeller pumps, reciprocating or piston pumps, inclined screw pumps, progressive cavity pumps, and pneumatic ejectors airlift metering pumps. Number 2, before doing work on pumps or other equipment, it is important to practice blank principles. The answers to number 2 are lockout, tagout. Number 3, for motors wound for blank, periodically check to ensure blank across all 3 phases. If one phase cuts out while in operation, the motor may overheat and become damaged unless it is stopped by a thermal control device. The answers to number 3 are 3-phase current and equal distribution. Number 4, key elements of blank include a wet well, mechanically cleaned bar screens or grinders to remove coarse materials, pumps, piping, valves, motors, a power supply system, equipment control and alarm system, and odor control and ventilation system. The answers to number 4 is lift station. Number 5, blank lift stations do not have a separate pump room. The lift station header, piping, associated valves, and flow meters are located in a separate dry vault at grade for easy access. The answer to number 5 is submersible. Number 6, a key advantage of blank lift stations is that they allow easy access for routine visual inspection and maintenance. The answer to number 6 is dry well. Number 7, blank are often installed to record instantaneous pumping rates and the total flow pumped. The answer to number 7 is flow meters. Number 8, key disadvantages of lift stations include the high cost to construct and maintain and the potential for blank and blank. The answers to number 8 are odors and noise. Number 9, wet well typically require blank continuous air changes per hour or blank intermittent air changes per hour. The answers to number 9 are 12 and 60. Number 10, what are the 4 major ways to control odors? The answer to number 10 is chemical addition, air injection, carbon absorption, and biofilters. Number 11, blank are used to define and compare the operating characteristics of a pump and to identify the best combination of performance characteristics under which a lift station pumping system will operate under typical conditions, flows, and heads. The answer to number 11 is pump performance curves. Number 12, blank are pipelines that convey wastewater under pressure from the discharge side of a pump or pneumatic ejector to a discharge point. The answer to number 12 is force mains. Number 13, force mains should be designed so that they are blank and pressure in the pipe is greater than 10 pounds per square inch to prevent the release of gases. The answer to number 13 is always full. Number 14, blank are installed to regulate wastewater flow and pressure in the force mains. The answer to number 14 is valves. Number 15. The blank formula is recommended for the design of force mains. This formula includes a roughness coefficient C, which accounts for pipeline hydraulic friction characteristics. The roughness coefficient varies with pipe material size and age. The answer to number 15 is Hazen-Williams. Number 16. If two 400 GPM pumps are used, how long will it take in hours to dewater a rectangular tank, 200 feet long by 135 feet wide and 14 feet deep? The answer to number 16 is 58.91 hours. Number 17. Two 50 horsepower pumps operate a lift station. The lift station runs 20 hours per day. The power in this municipality is charged at a rate of 11 cents per kilowatt hour. What is the cost per day for running the pumps? The answer to number 17 is $164.12. Number 18. A pump station has been averaging a screenings removal of 4.2 cubic feet per million gallons. The average daily flow to the pump station is 7.33 mgd. How many days will it take to fill a screen with 159 cubic feet capacity? The answer to number 18 is 5.16 days. Number 19. What is the volume of a tank in gallons if it is 90 feet long, 60 feet wide, and 27 feet deep? To find the volume, you would multiply the length times the width times the depth. So 90 times 60 times 27 gives you an answer of 1,090,584 gallons. Number 20. Wastewater is pumped into an 8-inch line by a 500 gallon per minute pump that is 87% efficient. What is the velocity of the wastewater in the line? The answer to number 20 is 3.18 feet per second. Number 21. A lift station pumps 0.8 mgd of wastewater per day. The water contains an average of 226 pounds of solids. How much chlorine in milligrams per liter would be needed for keeping this system fresh? The answer to number 21 is 33.88 milligrams per liter. Number 22. A sewer line is to be filled with a root control substance containing 830 milligrams per liter of a specific chemical. How much chemical in pounds would be needed for a 1,600 feet section of 18-inch pipe? The answer to number 22 is 19.52 pounds. Number 23. A circular wet well measures 13 feet in diameter. If the pump lowers the water level 6.5 inches in 8 minutes, what is the pumping rate of the pump in gallons per minute? Assume no inflow. The answer to number 23 is 806.27 gallons per minute. Number 24. A lift station is 30 feet by 20 feet and a depth of 100 feet. If the depth is now at an elevation of 69 feet, how many additional gallons can the lift station hold before it overflows? The answer to number 24 is 139,128 gallons. Number 25. A 120,000 gallon tank receives 670,000 GPM flow. A 495 GPM pump is attached to the tank, but it is broken. How long do they have to repair or replace the pump before the tank will overflow? Assume that the tank is empty now. The answer to number 25 is 4.3 hours or 4 hours and 18 minutes. Number 26. The wet well has a diameter of 24 feet. How many minutes will it take to raise the water level 10 feet in the wet well? The answer to number 26 is 56.37 minutes. Number 27. An open-topped rectangular tank is 80 feet wide, has a total depth of 25 feet, and is 40 feet long. What would be the cost to coat the inside of the tank at per square inch? Foot? Number 27's answer is $59,800. Number 28, you have 3 lift stations. Number 1 has a 12 horsepower motor and runs for 30 minutes an hour. Number 2 has a 15 horsepower pump and it runs for 45 minutes per hour. And number 3 has a 25 horsepower pump that runs 30 minutes every 2 hours. What is the yearly electrical cost to operate these 3 stations if each kilowatt hour costs 9 cents? The answer to number 28 is $13,820.66. Chapter 7, Inflow and Infiltration Review Questions. Number 1. Blank is the excess rainwater that enters the system very soon after the rain begins and can normally be traced to unsealed manholes and in blank connections such as roof downspouts, parking lot, and yard drains. The answers number 1 are inflow and illegal. Number 2. Blank is the excess water that continues to enter the system for 3 or 4 days after the rain has stopped and is the result of blank seeping into the system through breaks in the line and unsealed pipe joints. The answer to number 2 is infiltration and groundwater. Number 3. What should a worthwhile maintenance program include? The answer to number 3 is good record-keeping system, quick response to service requests, a cycle of regular televising, regular cleaning of the system, and regular attention to corrosion protection. Number 4. Regular wet and dry weather blank can be used to see problems emerging so corrections can be programmed in advance. The answer to number 4 is flow monitoring. Number 5. What techniques are usually employed in the II or SSES study? The answer to number 5 is flow monitoring, interviews of maintenance personnel and review of repair records, visual inspections of lines and manholes, smoke and dye testing, and televising the lines. Number 6. Basins with high inflow should be investigated further using blank and blank. The answer to number 6 is smoke and dye testing. Number 7. Basins where blank is the predominant cause can be investigated using joint testing, visual inspections, and televising. The answer to number 7 is infiltration. Number 8. What are the common sources of inflow and infiltration through manholes? The answer to number 8 is holes in manhole covers, poor fit between manhole cover and rim, cracks and holes in the pavement around the manhole rim, and then cracks and misalignment. Number 9. If there are significant cracks or holes in the pipeline, the blank will come up through the ground above the pipe. If roof drains and catch basins connected to the smoke line will emit smoke. The smoke testing must be done during blank blank. The answer to number 9 is smoke and dry weather. Number 10. If the surface is flooded with blank water and it gets into the pipe, it has entered through holes or cracks, and signs of the blank water will show up at the nearest manhole. The answers number 10 are died. Number 11. A fairly simple blank can be done to determine a cutoff point for fixing infiltration or inflow sources. The answer to number 11 is cost-benefit analysis. Number 12. Before lines are televised, they must be blank. The answer to number 12 is cleaned. Number 13. What are the steps in performing a cost-benefit analysis? The answers to number 13 is to determine the cost of transporting and treating a gallon of sewage, determining the cost for repairing the various defects, determining the cost of the repair, and to determine the amount of II problem to the cost to transport and treat. Number 14. By utilizing blank, rehabilitation and repair can often be performed without interruption of sewer service or traffic disruption. The answer to number 14 is trenchless technologies. Number 15. What may the list of methods used to remove inflow at residences include? The answer to number 15 is disconnecting roof leaders, sump pumps, foundation drains, or other illegal or improper connection from the sanitary sewer system. The answer to number 16. A float is placed in a manhole. If the float travels 600 feet in 3 minutes 30 seconds, what is the estimated velocity in the channel in feet per second? The answer to number 16 is 2.86 feet per second. Number 17. A sewer line is to be filled with the root control substance containing 268 milligrams per liter of a specific chemical. How much chemical in pounds would be needed for a 700-foot section of 10-inch pipe? The answer to number 17 is 6.37 pounds. Number 18. The cost to run a collection system is $2 million per year. The total flow through the collection system is 51 million gallons. What is the wastewater cost per gallon of this system? The answer to number 18 is 4 cents. Chapter 8, Inspection and Cleaning Review Questions. Number 1. Blank sewer line cleaning and inspecting sewer lines are essential to maintaining the capacity of the sewer and maintaining a properly functioning system. The answer to number 1 is non-emergency. Number 2. In many systems, the sewer lines have low flow between blank and blank, or many of the sewer lines can be temporarily plugged during this time frame. The answer to number 2 is midnight and 5 a.m. Number 3. What are the 4 techniques used in sewer cleaning to inspection? The answer to number 3 is closed-circuit television, CCTV, cameras, visual inspection, and lamping inspection. Number 4. To see details of the sewer walls in larger sewers, the cameras and lights swivel both blank and blank. The answers to number 4 are vertically and horizontally. Number 5. Inspectors should thoroughly check the physical conditions of blank, and covers or any exposed brickwork, and the visibility of manholes and other structures. The answers to number 5 are stream crossings and manhole frames. Number 6. 2 forms of mechanical cleaning are blank and use of a blank. The answers to number 6 are jetting and bucket truck. Number 7. The primary benefit of implementing a sewer maintenance program is the reduction of blank and other blank from the collection system due to substandard sewer conditions. The answer to number 7 is sanitary sewer overflows, basement backups, and release of wastewater. Number 8. CCTV should account for blank percent of the time used for inspection and cleaning. The answer to number 8 is 6.8%. Number 9. The ultimate solution to blank is to trap and remove it. The answer to number 9 is grease buildup. Number 10. Blank is also vital to the success of such a maintenance program. The answer to number 10 is record keeping. Number 11. A jet rotor cleans 500,000 feet of sewer line per month. If the operating cost of the rotor is 42 cents per 100 feet, what is the monthly cost to use the rotor? You would divide 500,000 feet by 100 feet and then multiply that answer by 42 cents. Your answer for number 11 is $2,100. Chapter 9. CSOs, SSOs, and sewer use ordinances review questions. Number 1. A blank is a wastewater collection system owned by a municipality that conveys domestic, commercial, and industrial wastewater and stormwater runoff through a single pipe system to a publicly owned treatment works. The answer to number 1 is a combined sewer system. Number 2. Flow from a combined sewer in excess of the interceptor or regulator capacity that is discharged into a receiving water without going to a POTW is blank. The answer to number 2 is combined sewer overflow. Number 3. A blank is a wastewater collection system owned by a municipality that conveys domestic, commercial, and industrial wastewater and limited amounts of infiltrated groundwater and stormwater to a POTW. The answer to number 3 is a sanitary sewer system. Number 4. A blank regulates the use of public and private sewers and drains, private wastewater disposal, the installation and connection of building sewers, and the discharge of waters and wastes into the public sewer system. The answer to number 4 is sewer use ordinance. Number 5. When backups are caused by problems in the publicly owned portion of a combined sewer systems, they are considered blank. The answer to number 5 are unauthorized discharges. Number 6. The term blank refers to an untreated or partially treated sewage release from a sanitary sewer system. The answer to number 6 is sanitary sewer overflow. Number 7. What are the 6 causes of SSOs? The answer to number 7 is severe weather, blockages, line breaks, power failures, lapses in sewer system operation and maintenance, inadequate sewer design and construction, and vandalism. Number 8. Wastewater from industrial facilities, commercial establishments, and institutions can contribute additional pollutants such as blank, blank, and toxic substances, including metals and synthetic organic compounds. The answer to number 8 is fats, oils, and grease. Chapter 10, Hazards Review Questions. Number 1. Wastewater collection system operators are exposed daily to numerous health risks. These health risks include exposure to the following. The answer to number 1 is gases, chemicals, endotoxins, exotoxins, and pathogens. Number 2. Asphyxiating, irritating, and toxic gases produced through the anaerobic degradation of carbonaceous waste include the following. The answer to number 2 are ammonia, NH3, carbon dioxide, CO2, carbon monoxide, CO, hydrogen sulfide, H2S, and methane, CH4. Number 3. Exposure to blank and the potential for disease transmission through contact with blank, 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 and work surfaces are considered to be risks for wastewater personnel. The answer to number 3 is pathogens, pathogen concentrated wastewater, aerosols, compost, foam, and sludge. Number 4. In order for a wastewater worker to become infected with the pathogen must blank, blank, and blank. The answer to number 4 is leave the infected individual, come in contact with the worker, and enter the worker. Number 5. The principal indicator bacteria used to assess water quality are blank, blank, and blank. The answer to number 5 is fecal coliform, E. coli, and Enterococcus. Number 6. Blank, blank, and blank are toxins, chemicals, or chemical mixtures that, under certain circumstances of exposure, present an environmental or human health risk. The answer to number 6 is metals, hydrocarbons, synthetic organic chemicals. Number 7. What metals are most commonly identified in wastewater? The answer to number 7 is cadmium, chromium, copper, lead, mercury, nickel, silver, and zinc. Number 8. What are the 5 designated uses that pollutants can potentially impact? The answer to number 8 is aquatic life support, drinking water supply, fish consumption, shellfish harvesting, and recreation. Number 9. Ammonia gas is rapidly fatal at blank milligrams per liter or ppm. The answer to number 9 is 5,000 ppm. Number 10. H2S at greater than 100 ppm can blank, 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 and blank. The answer to number 10 is destroy the sense of smell, cause vomiting, confusion, and loss of consciousness. Number 11. Blank causes unconsciousness in 2 to 3 breaths and death in less than 3 minutes at 12,800 ppm. The answer to number 11 is carbon monoxide. Number 12. Chlorine is fatal in 2 breaths at blank. The answer to number 12 is 1,000 ppm. Number 13. Never open the cylinder valve more than blank turn. The answer to number 13 is 1. Number 14. The explosive range of methane is blank to blank percent. The answer to number 14 is 5 to 15. Number 15. Shoring or step back any trench over blank deep. The answer to number 15 is 5 feet. Number 16. Move spoil pile far enough away so it won't fall back in the hole, at least blank away on one side only for excavations over 5 feet. The answer to number 16 is 2 feet. Chapter 11, Rehabilitation Review Questions. Number 1. Blank are important because those who manage the collection systems manage infrastructure, assets, and people. The answer to number 1 is maintenance budgets. Number 2. Blank should also be considered to help with optimizing the collection system performance, since collection system managers are responsible for planning, design, construction, operation, and financing of the collection system. The answer to number 2 is asset management plans. Number 3. City sewer systems will continue to be prone to infiltration problems due to blank, even though the pipes may remain structurally sound. The answer to number 3 is deteriorated joints. Number 4. Records that allow supervisors to develop more accurate maintenance budgets called blank should be kept to help make sure the collection system is working optimally. The answer to number 4 is operation and maintenance logs. Number 5. Blank allow operators and managers to keep track of repair replacement work for equipment. The answer to number 5 is maintenance records. Number 6. Blank is intended to reduce the flow of extraneous storm water into wastewater collection facilities. The answer to number 6 is sewer system rehabilitation. Number 7. 4 actions that can be taken after a sewer rehabilitation assessment has been made are blank, 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 and blank. The answer to number 7 is no action alternative, rehabilitation, replacement, and preferred alternative. Number 8. Blank is the value on a given date of a future payment or series of future payments, discounted to reflect the time value of money and other factors such as an investment risk. The answer to number 8 is present value. Number 9. Blank must also consider operation and maintenance costs over the economic period. The answer to number 9 is present worth analysis. Number 10. Blank enable workers to install new pipe in the location of the old pipe without total service digging and its accompanying traffic and business disruptions. The answer to number 10 is trenchless technologies. Number 11. Blank works by using a pneumatic or hydraulic bursting mandrel to crush the existing pipeline while at the same time a new pipe can be pulled into place. The answer to number 11 is pipe bursting. Number 12. Blank is a method by which a pipe is inserted into an existing line by either pulling or pushing continuous. The answer to number 12 is slip lining. Number 13. Estimate the construction costs of a sanitary sewer project. The project consists of 11,500 feet of 24-inch sewer and 25 manholes. Costs are estimated below. Excavation and backfill is $19.45 per linear foot. Pipe costs to have them delivered is $8.89 per linear foot. A manhole complete is $3,000 each. The answer to number 13 is $400,910. Number 14. A sewer pipe has failed and 174 feet of 36-inch vitrified clay pipe must be replaced. How many 4-foot sections are required? You would take your 174 feet and divide it by 4. You would round your answer up to have 44 feet. So the answer to number 14 is 44 4-foot sections. And this completes the review.